Praise the Lord, I'm alive. This is a great day. Thank you, Father. Alright. If you haven't watched the previous videos, watch them before continuing here. Psalms 23, verse 4 and 5. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff comfort me. Look at this. In the previous three verses, the author decreed universal statements. But here, he addresses the Lord directly. He begins with a universal statement, and then he makes it personal, which is very important. Because by making it personal, he reveals that he's in right standing with God. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. So even though there's danger around, he fears no evil. Why does he fear evil? For thy art with me. So the fact that you don't fear any evil comes from the truth of who is with you. Or better said, for the New Testament believers, who's in you. This was some centuries before the cross, okay? We live after the cross under the new covenant. For us, we should actually say, for thou art in me. But to avoid confusion, you can just say, for thou art with me, but you get it. He's in you. The Holy Spirit is in you. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Now, thy rod and thy staff, that's a symbolic expression for Christ's leadership of you. Yes, he's your leader. He is your ruler. He makes the decisions on your behalf. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. So Christ's rule, which includes his leadership of you as an individual, is your comfort. Hold on there. Let's go from the beginning. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He made me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside still waters. Who's the active ancient here? The Lord. He restored my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yeah, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Who's the active agent here? The Lord is. So the Lord's activity automatically brings you comfort. And isn't that what worldly people are after? Comfort. They see comfort in their family relations. They see comfort in political ideals. They see comfort in sexual relationships, whether it's marriages or just boyfriend and girlfriend relationships, or polygamous relationships, or same-sex relationships. They have all kinds of weird things they're doing when it comes to human sexuality because they want comfort. And they don't find any comfort, they find relief. That's why they remain frustrated. But they are in denial. Isn't this why people often stay in abusive relationships? Because they think they can't find any better? Well, here's good news for you. The rod and the staff of Christ comforts you. Who comforts you? Not you. Listen to this. Who leads you? Beside still waters. Not you. Who makes you lie down in green pastures? You're not invited. You're not advised. You're ordered, and you are forced to comply. Who makes you lie down in green pastures? The Lord does, not you. So you're not a God, okay? Get it out of your head. That's what the world tells you. It's your life. You need to fix everything. It all comes down to you. No. You agree with Christ. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, look at here. The author doesn't say, if I walk through the valley of death, because that would mean death has an ownership. Death doesn't have any ownership. Yeah, the shadow of death, which means, figuratively speaking, there's an appearance, illusion as if death is something in itself, but it's only a shadow. And here's the thing. I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. So, in whose shadow is the author residing? In the shadow of Christ. So death, which in this case refers to Satan's rule, the powers of darkness, and also the world system in general would deny Christ. They have a shadow which gives appearance as if there's something, as if there's quality in them. But there is none. Oh, this is very powerful. And that's why you fear no evil. Because you know who's with you. Because you know who's with you, reflect back on what's around you. Realize, wait a minute, it's just a shadow. That has no power for me. Yes, this body is mortal, but the day this body goes is the Lord's decision. Only God can kill me. That is what you realize. And the Lord doesn't want to kill you. The Lord wants you to be alive, because He leads you beside still waters. He makes you lie down in green pasture, so He wants you alive. So if the Lord, whose rod and staff comforts you, if He is there and He provides life, that means that death is nothing. So there's no fear of death here. Now, when you wake up in the morning and you begin to decree things as, well, let me say this, you don't have to say it, you can just do the following. You can just begin to smile random and laugh randomly and mock all the danger around you. If there are so-called haters coming at you, begin to laugh, or you can clap or whatever. You can do something like, man, those haters want to get to me. They can't. It's just a shadow. It can't work, because Christ's rod and staff comforts me. If you have bills that are haunting you, let's say you have your job and you pay your bills, but still, those people keep charging you stuff, and often they charge you things they shouldn't charge you, so they're really haunting you. Begin to smile and laugh at the danger. Really, the danger comes to keep you out of comfort, to make you uncomfortable. But here's the thing, Christ's rod and staff brings you comfort. So, and here's the thing, you lack nothing. So you face the danger, and you can say, ha 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 ha, you're trying to haunt me? Not going to happen. No, You can do that. It will not only have a good effect on you in the morning, it will also boost your confidence. And here's the thing, you mean it, and you're a spirit being, you're in agreement with Christ. So when you mock the danger, you laugh at it, oh dear. Just like in Psalms 2, when the pagan rulers of the world are raging against the Most High, and the world's population is going off because they don't want Him to rule over them. What does it say in Psalms 2? He who sits in the heavens laughs. The Lord holds them in derision, or better said, He mocks them. Why does Moses said, I'll rather appoint my king in Zion. So when you laugh at the danger, when you mock the danger, you are doing as the Most High is doing. Man, just know that. That's also from a decree and declaring. If it's debt that's haunting you, or financial distress, that your days are over. Depart now in Christ Jesus' mighty name. Just mock the danger. Laugh at the danger. Don't be afraid. Don't be intimidated. Laugh at it. When you do that, the demons are going to get confused. We'll say, hold on a minute. We're haunting this guy with debt. We're haunting this guy with violence. We're haunting this guy with misfortune here and there. But he's laughing at all of that. Why is he not scared? Why is he not sad? Why doesn't he consider suicide? No, you mock it. You laugh at it. Okay. And let's continue here. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anoint my head with oil, my cup runneth over. To prepare a table simply means, okay, in that time, and also today also, when you have guests coming to your house, you would prepare a meal for them, to welcome them, to make plain on them you're welcome here. So you're showing them favor. Or when you enter a store, they may not have food there for you, but you have the employee there saying, good morning, sir, what can I do for you? They are welcoming you. They're showing you favor. They make you plain you're welcome here. You are important, you are relevant. And that's a basic human need also, to be relevant, to be wanted, to be needed. It's a human need, okay? And there's nothing narcissistic nor evil about it. So to prepare a table for someone is simply make a plate on someone, you matter, you are important. And here's the thing, thou prepares a table for me in the presence of my enemies. Oh, hold on a minute. So the Lord is making plain publicly to everyone that you matter. So who's that witch? Who's that wizard? Who's that warlock? Who's that angel of darkness? Who's that warlock cabinet of shadow government? Who's that drug dealer? Who's that bailiff? Who are they? Let's go deeper beyond the human realm. Who is that evil spirit? Who's that demon? Who is that principality? Who's that Nephilim spirit? Who's that Python spirit? Confucian spirit? Who are they? In the presence of your enemies. Oh, and let's use it in circumstantial ways also. Who is that financial distress? Who is that sickness? Who is that loneliness? Who is that mental issue? Huh? In the presence of your enemies, the Lord may explain, you matter. You know what this verse may explain? Rejection is a hoax. Okay, you want me to say it one more time? Rejection is a hoax. Why? Thou prepares a table before me. So while you're there, the Lord's been playing unto you matter in the presence of my enemies. And here's the thing, he does not even consider the enemies. Some of you are asking, Lord, why am I going through so much? Look, it's a natural human question, okay, when you go through a lot of stuff, especially if things just don't want to stop. But there's the thing, you regard the enemy. The enemy in this case is the circumstance. There are people and evil spirits involved in circumstance, but it's the circumstance that's your enemy. Often people are part of people are part of the problem, of the issue, but they're not aware of it. The circumstance is your enemy, whether it's poverty, lack, sickness, whatever it is. That's the enemy. And evil spirits who are your enemy are using those circumstances, those other enemies, to get to you. But here's the thing, the Lord doesn't even consider the enemies. He makes you relevant anyway. And he's saying, thou anointest my head with oil. To anoint someone simply is to empower someone. And oil, olive oil, was used as a symbol for freshness, for empowerment, for youthfulness. My cup runneth over. So that means that the anointing just keeps flowing. The power keeps flowing. So even though your cup is full and you say, okay, it's enough, I don't need it anymore. So it's about abundance. So it's not about you having enough. You should have more than enough. Because abundance is the rule here. That's why your cup runs over. If you only have just enough to survive, then you're not in the will of God. Your cup runs over. That includes financially also. That includes socially also. So, based on this, you decree, you get excited. I have abundance of finances in my hands every day. I have more coming in than going out. Financially, you can decree that. I have abundance everywhere I am. Financial resources are open to me everywhere I go. They come to me. Financial abundance chases me everywhere I go. In the supermarket, in the local church, in the university, at the job, in my living room. Everywhere I am, financial abundance comes after me. Everywhere. You can decree that. Okay? Oh dear. These things are very powerful. And, okay, you know what? In this video, let me do the last verse also, verse 6. Surely. Surely means it's certain. So there's no debate if or what. Surely. Goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. You hear that? All the days of your life. And I will dwell. This is the result. I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. What house of the Lord? Is that the local church? No, it's the earth. The earth is the Lord's. Okay? So if the earth is the Lord's and you will dwell in the house of the Lord forever, means that you will dwell on the earth forever. Now there is a pause. Between the day this body expires, so this body falls apart, and the day you're resurrected from Christ returns, there's a small pause. But that small pause is just brief. You won't even notice it. Whether it is 100 years goes by since the expiration of your body and Christ returns, or 1,000 years, or 2,000, 3,000 years, doesn't matter. You won't notice it. And here's the thing: when you were still in the first body, you were active. So your activity has consequence for the next generations. You impact generations after you. So even though you are a soul, you're not active, you're not conscious anymore, because you have no body. You've passed away, as in the world. Your activity is still running through the earth. The books you've written, the people's life you've touched. So your impact is still on the earth, even though you're temporarily away. And when Christ resurrects you, you're here again. So fear of death should not exist amongst believers. Okay, I think this is enough. To read Psalms 23 every morning, and I just explain in past videos how to do it. I agree with Christ.